now is 6.5 hours past the hour of high noon on this 28th day of November in the year of our Lord 2015, and all is well. God save the Queen, and God bless
Jennifer's not here, is she?
the World Heritage Site of St. George's. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and others, it gives me great pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce to you Councillor Richardson of the Corporation of St. George's. Councillor.
Good evening, one and all. We just came a few minutes ago and we had the great challenge of finding a parking spot, which means that everybody is in St. George's because there are no parking spots. But my role this evening is to say good evening once and for all to everyone. I want to give a special acknowledgement to His Excellency the Governor, who seems to come to St. George's at the drop of a hat. He's always here. He says he loves St. George's, and I guess it's true based upon your attendance. Honourable Minister Fahey, who is responsible for the municipalities, who is also a true friend of St. George's. I am not sure, I cannot quite see in the dark if there are any other members of Parliament present or any other representatives, but I definitely want to say thank you for your attendance. This is a wonderful occasion. At this point in time, the world is going through so many challenges, and it's nice to pause to celebrate ourselves together, especially in St. George's. I also want to certainly acknowledge the Honourable Mayor, Ms. Cornell Francis, who is doing a wonderful job in putting on so many activities in St. George's. She is extremely active, and I want to just mention while I'm here also that on Friday night is the Trust Walk. That's always very, very well attended. Next week Sunday is going to be Santa coming to town, and always the wonderful New Year's Eve celebration when we have the onion drop from the town hall. And so I want to say again on behalf of the mayor, all of the councillors, all the representatives, thank you and welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's have a very, very enjoyable evening. Thank you.
Now is the time we're all waiting for. I'm asking the governor to come up. It's probably the only time you're going to see so much red in St. George. Anyway, it's Christmas. And we are going to count down from 10, so I need everybody's help so that the governor can hear you, so he can flip the switch, so we are ready for our season. And all you have to do, this is what I'm going to do. But only after I say one. After we all say one. No, this is St. George's. We heard what happened last night, but this is St. George. So, let's help me. 10, 9, 8, 7, slow down, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In this whole event. And now I'm going to let the governor say a few words.
St. George's is a very special place, and I'm glad it's noticed that we come as often as we possibly can. One of the other things about St. George is that he's the patron saint of Russia and Greece and England. And some of you may be wondering why I'm dressed in this funny way tonight. But it also happens to be pretty close to St. Andrew's Day, the patron saint of Scotland. And I'm going on to something else to mark that. No discrimination here. I've also, for different reasons, attended the Portuguese National Day in a kilt. It's very good to see the Salvation Army band here tonight. I think you were almost the first people I saw in 2015 on the corner of Bernews Street and Front Street in another city, on a quarter of an hour into 2015. It was a great sight seeing you coming down the street there then. I have to say that we took a little pre-sneak view coming down Water Street earlier this evening. St George's is looking absolutely tremendous, and there's a real buzz, lots of people around. Congratulations to everyone who's put on this evening, and I wish all of you a very, very happy Christmas season when we get there, and St George's a prosperous run-up to Christmas between now and then. But thank you for everyone who's put on tonight, and on Margaret's my behalf, I send you our very best wishes. Just one thing before we go. Walking down Front Street, walking down, Water Street. I was confusing it with Toronto. We were met by a group of children, and Paolo O'Doley, who's the ADC this evening, and a St George's man. The children came up and said to me, "Are you the governor or are you the sidekick?" This is partly, I suspect, respect for St George's man, but as you may think I'm dressed over smartly for tonight, but Lieutenant O'Doley is dressed up in far more bling than me, and I think that the children recognised that I must only be the sidekick if the Royal Bermuda Regiment evening dress is being worn anywhere near me. Thank you, good night, and have a very good Christmas season.
Thank you. And at this time, I'm going to ask Minister Fay to come up. He's got some good news for us all, and
Mayor, thank you very much indeed for giving me the opportunity this evening. Good evening, St. George's. Good evening. And I will say Merry Christmas. Someone said that to me earlier tonight, and that was the first time I've heard it. So Merry Christmas to all of you. I get to say it first to all of you. The Mayor has asked that I say a few words because I think that we have amazing news for St. George's in respect of perhaps an early Christmas gift. And that is, one, this week we got the final sign-off required from the governor for the marina. And I can say that I shall shortly be bringing the relevant leases and the documents to Cabinet for sign-off, and by February we should be in a position through Parliament to have that lease and everything else signed off. So I'm very pleased indeed to announce that tonight. It's a long work in progress, and it's a credit to the Corporation of St. George's and the Mayor for the hard work that's been put in. Mayor, well done. Council, well done. And St. George's, we look forward to that new marina. Merry Christmas.
And at this time, it's my pleasure to commence this festive season with the community of St. George and our visitors from across the rest of the island. A great start for each of us. I first must say a very big thank you to the staff of the Corporation of St. George. The town is always looking spectacular, but tonight is no exception. So thank you. As we celebrate the season, it is my desire that we all take time and reflect on the reason for this season. Enjoy all the activities that will be happening, and next week St. George's has Bermuda National Trust once again having their walkabout, and next Saturday Santa comes to town. Also, our churches are hosting candlelight services starting next week Sunday at Bernews Methodist Church, December the 6th. So as you go along your schedules for the season, remember that St. George's is open for business. Come out to our town and enjoy a chat with our favorite people who can be found sitting on the benches in King Square or on Northern Island. Much wisdom to be learned. Of course, Come and take a stroll down our clean streets and shop and eat and shop again. Our shops and restaurants are here to offer much. In a few days, the town of St. George and our fortifications will be celebrating 15 years of having UNESCO World Heritage status. A status we all should be very proud of. In addition to our World Heritage status, St. George's has now extended our twinning to a historic Atlantic triangle. Therefore, St. George, Bermuda, Lyme Regis, England, and Jamestown, Virginia are triple due to our strong ties with Sir George Somers. Thank you, Sir George. As we look forward to 2016, there are many great activities going to be happening here in the old town. March, UNESCO World Poetry Day. April, our peppercorn ceremony. May is Heritage Month. July, of course, cotton celebrations for St. George's. Woo! And we'll probably be celebrating right into August. September, we have our World Tourism Day. October, UNESCO World Teachers Day. And this is just a sample of what's going to be happening here in the old town. As the minister has just stated about the marina, the town is moving forward. And at this time, I would like to take the opportunity to thank the two former mayors, MP Kenneth Bascom and Mr. Garth Rothwell, for their vision and work during the past 4 years, along with former Alderman Steve Hollis and Senator Renee Mead, and former Councillor Cheryl Haywood-Chu, who along with our current councillors have worked diligently to make this happen. I also need to say a big thank you to both Councillor Richardson and Councillor Sapsford, along with our town manager and the SGHAM team for working very hard over the past 6 months to make sure where we are today. So thank you. So in closing, on behalf of the members and the staff of the Corporation of St. George, I would like to wish you all a very blessed Christmas season and a very healthy and prosperous 2016. Thank you. And at this time, I'm going to ask Reverend Simmons to come, and he's going to be our MC, and he's going to take us through with the entertainment for this evening. Thank you.
Good evening, St. George's. Doesn't our town look beautiful tonight? Let's give the mayor and the corporation a hand. This is the greatest town, not just in the Western Hemisphere, but on the planet. And we are blessed to be here tonight. We've got a fun-filled evening. But before we get into the festivities, I just want you to know that the Old Town Market is open. So after all of the festivities, please, please, please go by, see what there is to offer. There are a lot of great things. I'm sure you can get some Christmas gifts if you haven't started already. This is a great time to start. And Sweet Sack Bakery is open. And they want you all to know that they have their special Cinnabons and pizza. Now I know we're going to be doing a lot of eating this Christmas season, so we might as well get a head start. You can do all your exercises after January the 1st. Go to Sweet Sack Bakery. I can assure you, you will not be disappointed. Also, the Homeworks is open. And again, if you need anything as Christmas gift ideas, go by, see them, and let's support our town. Let's give our town of St. George's a hand again.